Jùmọ̀kẹ́ ọmọ ọlọ́pẹ́ ńkọ́. Àwọn big boys ti London wọ́n tọ́jú Noble dáadáa. Ọlọ́run bá mi dàbọ̀ wọ̀nyí àmì pátá. Mr. Uche ńkọ́, Mrs. Choma mi baby, òrékè lẹ́wà o. Okay now. Prime Minister Yellow Coca, Holy Pentecostal Church, Aladura, Alford, London. Evangelist Michael, Olùsẹ̀sán o. Thank you. Tí Baba Tẹ́ntẹ́. Baba Tẹ́ntẹ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ wa di ijó, ọ̀rọ̀ wa dayọ̀. Ìmọ̀ràn tàdá sán lórí ayé wa. Ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ di ijó, ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ dayọ̀. Ìmọ̀ràn tàdá sán lórí ayé rẹ̀. High Chief Ọlárẹ̀wájú Akídáyé ní bàbá Noble. I can shout. Mi ò lè ké rárá. Ẹ bá mi kí ayaba atọ́kùn ètò jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ń pa ẹ́. Àwọn tí Noble.
My name is Elijah Kumuyi.
Yeah. Well, you welcome again, and that is the guest on our platform today. And you can see it's a special program for all of us. I want you to get yourself prepared, get yourself a cup of tea, call friends, call sisters, call all your well-wishers, because you are going to benefit a lot of things from this program. And this program is all about property in United Kingdom, how to acquire property, how to get house, landed property in United Kingdom. And it's a program you will always enjoy, and a program that you will always benefit from. So I bet you will never regret listening or watching this program anywhere you are in the world. It doesn't mean you are in UK alone. Even if you're outside UK and you want to get a property in United Kingdom, you are in Germany, you are in US, anywhere in the part of this world, but you feel like having a property, a landed property, a house property in United Kingdom, this is a better place for you to acquire it. Why not sit back and enjoy yourself on this program? Mr. Magnus Ogoke, tell us about Magben Limited. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Magben Limited or Magben Properties were more like what we call an estate agent. We operate from Raynham High Street. Why we're a bit unique or different is because we focus more on properties that are not straightforward. What I mean by that is properties where people have issues, and we tend to come in and find a solution on how to deal with those issues. So when you're talking about properties that are very difficult to sell, properties that people are about to be repossessed, people have issues, those are areas we are specializing. We come in quickly and find a solution to such problems. So that's why we are unique, but we're more like a regular estate agent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and we have the estate agents apart from Magnus. What makes you different from other people?
Okay, what makes us different is our approach. Okay. When it comes to solution that is required, or when you need a solution as regard to a property want to buy. If you want to buy properties and you feel you are not capable, for some reason you cannot buy them, or you cannot buy a property, we'll tend to find what is the reason behind it, and we'll tend to guide you through to ensure you buy that property. Because regular issues we normally come across are things like when people say, oh, I have a bad credit. I cannot buy property because of my bad credit. Oh, my income is low. I cannot buy a property because my income is low. We tend to find out how we can be of help to ensure that that person achieve his or her dream. So that's why we're a bit unique. And in terms of when people want to sell their properties, because some other people, when they want to sell, they discover that their property is in a bad condition, and it's quite complicated, either because it's a divorce case and they couldn't sell. Things like that, we come in and advise and find a way to sell the property in order not for the person to be stuck.
Yeah, there are a lot, you always keep saying buying a property, but other people sometimes they'll say property to let, property to lease. Can you please explain that to us a little bit, because they might look at, oh, you don't do to let, or you don't do leasing, or what you normally do is just to what Magben normally does is they just sell or buy houses.
Yeah.
So can you clarify that for us, please?
Okay, we are more into selling and buying.
Okay.
We do let, but our letting, we are only restricted to East London.
Okay.
So we let properties in East London. Take for instance, if you have a property for let in Southeast here, we don't go as far as letting property in Southeast. And reason being the fact that our office is located in Rainham.
Okay.
We don't come all the way here to do lettings. But when it comes, oh, I want to sell my property and I have issue with my property, we'll come all the way to assist for us to make sure that you sell that property.
Are you saying because the gain, the benefits, the income in letting is more than, or the buying is more than letting? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
that's why you don't want to come all this way to Southeast to do that business.
It's a property is a very vast thing. When we talk about property, people tend to think it's just building. But property is not just all about building. And you find out that you have to be specialized in a particular part of it. We have people that does only lettings. We have people that does development. We have people that do only commercial. We don't do commercial. So we tend to focus on what we know. We know how to do it best, and we do our best in it. You see, so we are more into rescuing properties where people have issues, and as well guiding people through the process of buying their first or buying their buy-to-let properties. So that's what we are more, Magben is more specialized in doing, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. If you are just joining on this program, it's a special program on our TV and radio platform. It's all about how to acquire property in United Kingdom. It doesn't matter anywhere you are on the surface of this earth. It's just for you to get in touch with Magben, and you are a house owner in United Kingdom. You said something about even if you have a bad credit or you don't have enough money to get, how can you do that if you don't have money to pay for a mortgage, if you don't have good credit to buy? So how can you achieve that?
Okay, the issue about bad credits, which I do get a lot, I do tell people sometimes people have this stigma thing that I have a bad credit.
Okay.
But again, bad credits do clear over time.
Over time.
Yeah. Recently, we had someone that walked into our office he never thought and believed he's going to buy a property. And the reason being the fact that he has 2 CCJs, which is court judgment against the person.
Okay.
So by the time he brought in his credit report, we looked at it and we discovered that the credit company he's using, they are not up to date. So we now asked to get from another company, which the bank recognized more. And by the time we downloaded that one, we now discovered that there was no CCJ. So that means the bad credit issue has cleared over time, but he didn't know. So, and again, let's assume someone have a bad credit and you want to still buy your properties. You want to buy property, you want to acquire a property. There are other options we'll come up with. For instance, we'll come up with things like lease option, which has nothing to do with bad credit or has nothing to even do with getting loan from the bank. It just requires you buying a property, acquiring a property, and paying for it gradually. Just like you're leasing a property. Just like you're doing buy to let to buy. So all these are options where people that have this kind of issues, we tend to look at what option will be better for them. So I'm not saying that, because you have a bad credit, that qualifies you to buy a property. But there are other options. We tend to exploit other options available. See? So just let all we want to know is you want to buy a property. Then we guide you through. We go through whatever you're going through. Then we'll find a way around it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Magnus. We'll be talking about buying a house, buying this. Can you please tell us the advantages of having a house in the United Kingdom and the disadvantage of it?
Wow. Advantage of having a house in the United Kingdom is how will I say it? There's a lot of opportunity, there's a lot of advantage. Well, number one is what we call capital appreciation. Means buying a house, whatever you buy a house today, especially when you buy in a particular area, that the property tend to appreciate in value. Obviously, buying a property for 200,000 today, in the next 2 years, will not be 200,000. So that is a capital appreciation. So this is how some people have mistakenly become a millionaire, have become rich just by leverages. That means they've just left the property there, and the property is growing because of the time. So that is one advantage of owning a property. Again, owning a property here in United Kingdom gives you opportunity to make passive income.
Okay.
You make income from renting your property, and those income are separate from the job you do. So take for instance, if someone have 2 or 3 properties, the income you are making from the rent is an advantage. So that is another way property gives you income. So it's a passive income you are getting from it. Suddenly you can become financial free just by owning properties.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. So thank you so much. There's a question from one of our viewers at home. She said she got a house.
Okay.
But the house, she's like, the council is paying a little money, subsidizing some price on that particular home for her. But she wants to let part of the house,
Okay.
part of the house to someone, and it's like afraid, should I do it or I shouldn't do it? Is it possible for her to do that?
It is possible, but you need a council concept to do that.
To do that.
Yeah, you will need the concept of the council to do that. A lot of people do it without getting council concept, but it's illegal to do that.
Okay.
So council will not have an issue with that, because that is the problem. People tend to think if I go and rent my property that I acquire, I get through council, it's going to be an issue. The council needs people to come up and help them out, because there are a lot of people who are homeless. So this is an opportunity for them. If they have people that want to share the property, they don't mind. It's just doing it official way, getting the council concept, and they will give you that permission to rent it, especially when you want to do a shared one. Yeah. If you want to do, I want to share one of the rooms, the council will be happy to do that, because they have people on their list waiting to get accommodation. So they will be happy to assist you with that. So it's a good one, yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
So as you can hear, it's a very good one, but you need to seek the council consent before you can let the property out, if you're hearing me. And there's another one, the benefit of having a house in UK. Well, you've made mention of it, but I will shift that question to Pastor Elijah Kumui, because I know he's part of the business and he knows much about it. What are the benefits, I mean, someone will get of having a home in United Kingdom?
Thank you very much, sir, for asking me this question. Now, just like Mr. Magben said, there are so many, but I'm going to emphasize on one. Now, recently I was talking to a couple of friends, and we were having conversations. They've both been here for a while, talking in the region of over 20 years, 18 years in the UK. And then, what do we call home? Home is where you put your head, you rest. Now, their belief, it also depends on your belief, your way of thinking. When I introduced this property business to them, their response to me is that, no, I don't want to buy property in the UK. I want to build property in Nigeria so that when I get home, I do not have where to live. And I said to them, look, what do you call home? Home is where you're resting, you're sleeping every day and night. Sure. The property you build back home, we call it holiday home. That is holiday house you are building. However, there's nothing wrong in building a holiday house back home. But if you do it wisely, you will build it with a lot of money and even the palace you want. This is the example I gave them. I highlighted them because sometimes people think all the money they make, they have to be building house, they have to be building house. In fact, if you have a council property, in fact, it's an opportunity for you, because they encourage first-time buyer. Stamp duty on the first-time buyer is on, the 300,000 is free of stamp duty. So for buying it, and even when council value the house, they always undervalue it from the outsiders. So that alone has given you a lot. And then you also get some, what do we call it? They give you some percentage free. Yeah, of course, it depends how long you've been living with them.
After 5 years.
After 5 years, you get some percentage free. Yeah. I know someone that when the person was buying the couple was buying their own council property, the council gave them £103,000 off the property. Yeah. Imagine equity on the house already. Yeah. Now, if you put your feet on the property ladder as a first-time buyer and you buy the property, and then the next 6 months you can buy another one which is buy-to-let, isn't it? You look for a place whereby the hotcake for lender and people want tenants to lend the house. Yeah. However, for example, like where you have university and all that, leave it to an estate agent. Of course. Don't be too greedy. Not too much of money.
To manage it.
They manage it for you. Yeah. There is guaranteed income coming in. They will be paying that house. And then the deposits you need for that house can come from the equity from the house you bought already, which is 25%, isn't it? Exactly, yeah. And then that will be not a problem. And then what you can have to buy another property is not as much as what you need when you are buying your first property. However, once you acquire that property, second one, the tenant will be paying for it, and what left there, you can be paying part of your own mortgage where you live. From 2 houses, it can become 3. It can become 4. It can become 5. Now, you will just realize that you become I won't say the money will start coming in.
Yeah.
People doesn't realize if you have been in this country for that long, imagine what would have made now. If you now want to go and build Buckingham Palace back home, you can build it within 6 months. That is what we call holiday home. Because most of the houses you build in back home now, the children you are having in this country, how many of them going to go there and live with you? It's an holiday home you are building there. One of the 2 people that I was talking to now told me that it's true what I said. I said, what? He said he has 3 houses back home and they are 4 flat each. He said maybe they are giving him, one is giving him, 1 flat is giving him 300,000 a year, one is 250 a year, one is, when he puts all the money together, he's nothing.
Yeah, of course.
And you know how much you have spent on those money. If you have used that money to buy a house here, what that will yield you, in fact, by the time you want to go and build house home, it will become a lot. So, but some of us doesn't realize this, that if you make a wise choice earlier, you will work less now. You make more money. So these are advantages. It's a win-win situation. But most of us, we think, okay, everything we have, let me build home at home. Let me build home at home. And some of us, we have even been duped. They send you pictures, they send you things. You build 1 house with the money to build 4. So at the end of the day, I believe home is where you sleep every night you go to. Build that solid first, and then any other extra, then it will be easy. That's my addition to it for now.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
That's a very good one from Pastor Elijah Kumuyi. To buttress what you just said, is like, I have a friend too. He has a building, like 2 buildings in UK, and they use that building for a store, and the other one is empty for over 2 years now. I keep asking him, what's the problem? Why do you leave that particular building for so long? He said, once the other one is paying the mortgage of that empty one, so he doesn't need to bother himself. So I look at it that you are wasting that property there. Why not give it out, even if it is half price, and let people go in? So what do you say to that?
Oh, well, obviously that is not the best way to utilize such a property. We have people as well looking for houses to rent here.
It's like it's a big store. It's a big like open store, open hall,
space,
open space. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What that person would have done was to get an architect to convert that place into a living place. Okay. If that place is converted to a living place, obviously there are a lot of people where is it?
I think that place is designed for stores, shops, not for a living. I don't think so, but I believe from the pattern of the building, it's designed for like open store, churches, or things like that.
Even if you talk about churches, there are a lot of churches that are looking for space. You talk about shops, there are a lot of businesses that are looking for place to rent. So for any reason, I don't think there's any genuine or there's any convincing reason why anybody should just abandon a property and just leave a property, because there's always a way for property to make money here. You can either lease it to some company for a long lease, 10, 15 years, and your rent is guaranteed. That's what we call guarantee rent. You are getting rent. Any which way, you must do something. Property here cannot be in a waste. Like we are talking about when someone lives here, like Pastor Elijah mentioned, holiday home. You can barely have a holiday home here because the properties are always useful. There's always something. If you have such a property, you don't know what to do with it, we'll guide you and we'll tell you what to do with it. You will make money from it and we'll guarantee your income or rent from that property. Yeah.
Well, you've had again, that's another tips that you're going to hear on the 4th of May. If you are still watching me, and maybe you're going to watch me later, there is an event coming up on the 4th of May, organized by Magben. Tell us more about that event, please.
Okay.
I think I'm going to leave you for that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. And
Yeah.
let people,
Okay, that's fine. Okay, viewers at home, we have an event coming up on the 4th of May where we are going to be training people on how to be a deal packager. Who is a deal packager? We can use the local word, say sourcers. People who source properties, who get properties from all sorts, from families, from friends, and how we are going to be teaching people or training people how they can make money for just being a sourcer. We'll take the steps, train people how the steps they need to take to become a successful sourcer or become a deal packager. What that means is we are going to train you how to go and get property out there and as well make some commission from that property. You don't necessarily need to have an estate agent or work in an estate agent for you to do property. This is the mistake where people think that sometimes it's only when you work in an estate agent or you go to school and study property, that is the only way you can make money out of property. We are trying to let people know that just being a deal sourcer or being a deal packager, you can make money. So we are going to take through the line of what you need to do, how you can become a deal sourcer. And again, one of the things we are going to be doing is this is not just going to be one of those training where you come at the end of the day, you start asking yourself, what have I gained? After this training, we're still going to guide you through to ensure that you successfully become a deal sourcer. Yeah, and I don't see anything bad as making extra 5,000 or 10,000 in a month.
Wow.
From sourcing deals. Yeah, there's nothing bad from that, because this is where we are going to guarantee people that once you follow the steps, we are going to teach you on that day, definitely you will become a good deal sourcer. So we'll take you through the stages, how to value properties. One of the things about sourcing deals is having the ability to understand valuation. So we'll take you through on how to understand valuation, how valuation works. We'll also make you understand, obviously, a good deal sourcer is someone that sourced a BMV deal, which is a below market property, below market value deals, and completely finish it. So we are just going to take you through how you can get the deal and how you can finish the deal. Yeah, how you go about negotiating deals, we'll guide you through, and as well we will also tell you how to find these deals and how to also get investors who will buy these deals from you. So we are more training people how to become independent and make money from properties, and this is going to be real because we are the one doing the training. So we've been in the game, we've been doing it for a while, so this is what we are going to train people on that day. In addition to that, we're also going to be training people who want to buy their first property. So let's say you are out there, you're thinking, how can I buy my first property? In the United Kingdom only, sorry. In the United Kingdom only. So you want to buy your first property, what are the process? What are the stages? What do I need to do first? Because a lot of people are confused. If I want to buy a property, should I go and start viewing properties? But that's not the first stage.
Okay. What's the first stage?
First stage in buying property is to know affordability.
Okay, if you can afford it.
If you can afford it. And that is where we'll put you through how to see how are you able to afford a property. And if you are not, we'll find out what you need to do to be able to afford one. Yeah. Then we will take you through mortgage.
Okay.
So when will you get your mortgage? How do you get your mortgage? From which lender are you going to get it that will be better? The one that will not pay so much interest. So all this will guide you through our broker on how to get to that stage. Then the next stage will be sourcing now for property. Yeah. Then having understand valuation, it will be easy for you to be able to source the right property at the right price. Yeah. So the next stage will now be getting a conveyancer, who is usually a solicitor, who will now go through the legal part of that process. So we'll get you a good one, which we'll work with, that are quick and good in their job. So after which, obviously, the property will now be valued by the bank, will now get their survey to go and value the property. Then after which you go the process of exchange, then completion. So what I'm trying to say is that on this day of this event, we are going to break it down one after the other.
Yeah, before you go further,
Yeah.
do you need to acquire what kind of educational background do you need to acquire before you can come for this particular exhibition or program?
Okay, this is the sweet part of it. You don't need any form of qualification.
Okay.
So long you understand English, because we might not have an interpreter that day.
Okay.
So, all you just need is to understand what we are saying, and I will advise people on that day. We'll be doing a lot of things live. We'll be going live. We'll be going on Rightmove. We'll be going on Zoopla. We'll guide you through on how to source these properties, and we'll make sure that people on that day source the properties themselves live.
Okay.
So the question about do you need any qualification? You don't need any qualification.
Okay.
All you just need to understand is English language.
English language.
Yeah.
Or do you need, when you're coming, sometimes you might say bring iPad, bring computer, bring this with you. Do they require that as well?
Yeah. Obviously, why we don't emphasize on that is because a lot of people's phone now is their computer.
Okay.
But to be fair, if anyone is coming on that event, I would advise them to come with a laptop or iPad.
Okay.
Because we're doing a lot of things live.
Okay.
We don't want to do one of those training where people will come and you go to some trainings, you start asking yourself, what have I learned? I've wasted my money. No, this is not going to be about you wasting your money. We want to make sure that it's a value for money, and that's why we are charging that cheap. So
yeah, thank you. If you're just joining us on this program is sponsored by Magben, and we want everyone to come and patronize the event they're going to have on the 4th of May, which they're going to guide us how to be a sorcerer, how to be to look for house and value homes for people, and to get your direct client, a prospective client.
Yeah.
And those are the things that we are discussing today. And I know a lot of people, you must have benefited a lot from what you've had today. And again, with all this package and everything, how much is it going to cost if I want to be there, my viewers want to be there? Because definitely I know I will be there myself on the 4th of May. So how much is it going to cost us?
it's just going to cost £150 only.
Just 100. I was thinking it's going to be like £1,000 because, like, when you are earning £5,000 in a month, I mean, whatever that is going to give you, that should be something like £10,000. Before you can go to school and come back and get that kind of experience, you will spend more money before you can do that. But it's just going to be
academic year.
Yeah.
Well, finally, towards education is 9,000.
Yeah.
And then towards accommodation and feeding, you're talking about another 12,000. You're talking about 22,000 per year.
Yeah.
But this one is just going to cost us £150. So isn't it cheap? Too cheap.
Well, this is the thing about it is we are not doing it solely because of the money. Yeah, obviously
you are giving back to the community.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even part of 50% of the money we are generating from this event is going to the charity. So it's the fact that we want people to ensure that people take it serious and people come in and get something from it. I guarantee anybody coming on 4th of May. I'm not saying it because I'm on live, but I want to tell them that it will not be a time waste and it will be very fruitful, because I will make sure some of the secrets we don't talk about, some of those things we don't tell people how we source these deals, we are just going to open it up that day and we are going to let people know that just follow this process, follow this step, you will get an investor, you will get a deal, and you say to your investor, and you'll be able to make a good commission. I tell you, making 5,000, minimum of 5,000 in a month as extra, that has nothing to do with your job, because you can become a deal sourcer even without working in the office as an estate agent. You can do it from home.
No sorcerer like our uncle said.
So it's something you can do at home. You can sit on your laptop and do it. By the time we've put you through how to get these properties, it will be as easy as anything. There are a lot of places where we get properties where people don't even know, because people go only to Rightmove, Zoopla, but we have other ways we get our properties. And we get those properties direct from the landlord, and we are able to send those properties to our investors and charge them for getting them that deal. You see, I'm also going to put people through, as part of the extras, we are going to be telling people, apart from sourcing properties, how else can I make money in property without stopping my 9-to-5 job? So we're also going to be telling you, okay, you don't want to stop your 9-to-5 job, which we don't encourage in the beginning, but this is another way you can be making money from properties. And this is just going to be breaking down everything.
So what time are we looking at? What time to what time?
Okay, it's a full day event. It's starting from 11 to 5 p.m.
Okay.
It's on a Saturday. So it's starting from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And there's going to be like something like refreshments.
Obviously, the ones the hotel is providing, it's going to be holding in a hotel, and we'll be having breaks, and there are obviously going to be refreshments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Part of that 150 is going for refreshment as well.
Yeah, it's going for refreshments. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very good. If you're just joining us, this is Magben sponsored program, and it's all about property and how to get your own home in United Kingdom. And a lot of people are watching us, and they might really want to get in touch with you. They might want your contact number. If you can watch on your screen, the name and the numbers are rolling down the screen now, if you can see clearly. You can get in touch with them if you are not in United Kingdom. What you just need to do is to have +447, and you give him a dial. And if you are in United Kingdom, you know what to do. I will be there on that day. Everyone from Noble People International will be there that day, and I want to see you there live and direct, because it is our time in United Kingdom to have our own property, because I haven't gotten one. So I think it's my time now to get it, and it is your own time to stop living in council's house, living in rented. Maybe you are letting or leasing. You need to have your own now, and like what our father said, Pastor Kumuyi said, he said, you need to have 1, 2, 3, then you can go back home and build your holiday home. Exactly. This is my first time of hearing my country is holiday home. It sounds funny. So if you have any question for us, they are still here. We'll be running up in 5 minutes now. Well, I just want him to recap what we're going to benefit on that day before we wind down the curtain. What are we going to enjoy on that day? Things that we need to know. Our viewers want to hear that.
Okay. Again, what we will gain on that day is...
Grace to Grace, just sorry about that.
Yeah.
Please, Grace to Grace said, what is the payment option, please? The payment option.
Okay, you can pay online where it's being advertised in Eventbrite.
Yeah.
So if you go there, you can pay with your card, and we'll receive that, and that will give you a number for you to come in that day.
Yeah, sorry, we omitted something, the location. That's very, very important.
Location.
Yeah.
Okay,
very, very important.
the location is
Grace to Grace, thank you for giving us the highlights, please.
Yeah, the location is at Holiday Inn in Essel, and the address is 1018 Dockside Road, Royal Dock, and the postcode is A162FQ, Foster Queen. So if you also need more information on this,
can you please repeat the postcode and the address of the place?
Okay, the address of the place is Holiday Inn in Essel, and the postcode is A162FQ, E162FQ. And I must say again, because of the size of the venue, and we don't want this thing to be massive, we've organized a lot of events whereby we had a lot of people coming. But we don't want this. This is the first time we are organizing to train people on becoming a D packager. Okay. So we have a limited space as well. So if the earlier you come and enroll for it, the better, because we have about 18 space left.
Okay.
We have about 18 space left, because it's an event where we don't want crowd. We want to make sure that whoever that comes in that day go home with something. Yeah. So, and after that, we'll also get some few people who are very keen, and we'll get them in Magben Academy, where we'll continue. It's going to be a continuous thing. So, and we'll have a group, and this is going to be a group of like 8 people. We don't want so much people. I want people who are committed, who want to be making money the way we are making it. So, we want serious people. So, it all depends how motivated and how determined someone is that will be able to select them on that day. And at the moment, the academy will be free, but obviously in future, you'll have to pay for it. So people that are coming that day, that are coming for this first event, they will be selected. We'll be selecting about 8 of them that will be in our academy.
Okay.
So what that means is that we'll be taking them through how they will be getting this deal after this event.
Okay.
So we're not just going to leave them. When we're telling people that you'll be making not less than 5,000, we want to make sure that they see it and they will come back here and testify they make that money.
That's a very good one from Magben, boss. And Pastor Kumi, do you have something to tell our viewers at home, please?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Look, let me tell you something, viewer, please. We love too much free things. But there's an adage in our language that what you don't pay for, you don't value. Look, if you pay £150 to get this deal and to come to trade and have the knowledge, you will be surprised the worth of it, what you make at the end of the day, that you will not lose. And at the same time, you remember, this you don't supposed to leave your day job.
Yeah.
You're still in your day job. Come and try and be convinced that it is true. We don't come to sweet talk you and just say things that is not true.
No.
Look, when I met people, when I talk to them recently, what I realized in my interaction with our people is that the way we think, our understanding, who we rub shoulder with, in fact, is far away from the reality. Some people don't even know there is money in property. They think you have to be a millionaire before you make money.
Yeah.
In fact, it's a very simple steps.
Yeah.
But if you only move with the right people, we know some people that charge a huge amount of money for this kind of training.
Yeah.
£1,000 to come in. Yeah. Some people charge 1,500.
Of course.
I know someone who just came recently from Nigeria last month that was charging £500 per person for the training was not as bulky or as full as what you are having now. Yeah. So please, make case. You hear what Mr. Magnon said, that the spaces left now is limited and it's taking place in Excel, Holiday Inn. So try and go and make your own payment. It's only £150. It's a token fee that you can make today and they can change your life. Try and say what these people are saying. Is it true? Yeah. Let me try them. Exactly. Be curious. Curiosity is very good in life. When somebody introduces a new business to you, even though you don't have knowledge about it, enroll into that business and in the process learn about it. That's how people make it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Are so many millionaires and billionaires today. They introduce an opportunity to them, they go into it, they look into it, and they join it, and they learn about it. If you are joining a business with just £150, we didn't say something that you should be paying membership every month. You are not paying membership every month. No. You are not paying for better life or anything that you will be consuming in your mouth or your stomach. You are not doing all that kind of. You are not doing all that kind of stuff. You're only paying £150 to come and get knowledge. And then we will nurse you. We will also encourage you. We also give you the support and background you need when you have issue for you to be able to develop and then become a real-time property source. And then you can then decide later if you want to leave your 9 to 5 street job. You can make that decision. And then I can assure you that is what will happen later. Exactly. So please try and make it. It's this Saturday.
Yeah.
We are starting from 11 a.m. and finish at 5 p.m. There will be break in between. There's going to be refreshment and drink and merriment. And then please try and make it. Enroll now and pay your money, and we shall see you there. Thank you very much.
Yeah, once again, if someone wants to pay for his or her slot now, can you tell us where he's going to pay, or you have accounts?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a particular account, just let us know.
Okay, yeah, Magben have accounts where you pay, and once you pay, you put your name as reference and put it as property event with your name. That is one way. We can display that account details to you. Then secondly, if you want to pay with a card, you will go to Eventbrite, where you will now pay with a card. Okay. So we'll have options of either paying with a card, you can pay with credit card, or whatever card you want to use to pay. So it's either you pay through the account, which we are going to give to you, account details. Please, when you pay with account details, ensure you put your name as reference. Please put your name. So we don't want to hear, oh, I paid and I didn't get a space. Because once we've gotten the number of people we want for the event, we'll not be able to take more people. Because it's just a hall of 30, capacity of 30 people. So we don't want too much for you not to get it at that first stage. So try and get yours as quick as possible.
Yeah, that is it. And you've heard from the horse's mouth, the big boss mouth. Please and please, on that day, I want to see everyone who is willing to become a millionaire in this country, who want to be successful in whatever you are doing. This is another open doors for. We'll be praying for open doors that God should let me meet my helper. Let me meet someone that is going to give me my prosperity. It doesn't come from heaven. Manna doesn't come from heaven. People like this will come, and you're going to meet one-on-one. It might be your time that you are meeting your helper today, and you are there already. Please try. Let's meet on the 4th of May. And we are all going to be a successful person in all our endeavors.
It's just a week today.
Yeah, it's a week today.
Saturday.
Next Saturday. So it's next Saturday on the 4th of May. I will be there, everyone will be there, and I know you watching me at home, you will definitely want to be part of it. Because a lot of people, when you start struggling, people don't see that. Yeah. But when you start making money, they now start raising eyebrows. Oh, you didn't tell us the source of your income. You didn't tell us how you are getting your money. The source is here now. It's your time to get your home money now. So please, let's sit there and we'll give thanks to Almighty God. So
there is an opportunity for employment too. Yeah. If you are young and vibrant, you are looking for training. The training academy people, 8. You heard that from Mr. Magnus now. 8. If you are zealous to work, you are hardworking, come. We will select you. And then you can be trained as well. We are giving something back to the community.
That's it.
Part of the money you are paying, the 150 you are paying, half of it is going to the charity as well. Yeah. So you need to understand, it's not just about us alone, it's about you as well, it's about the community too. Yeah. We're also part of the community charity that we're giving to people who are in need. Thank you very much.
Yeah, until I come your way again, and I will tell you, stay out of trouble. And we'll see you then. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Ayato, Noble People's International Magazine, unveiling Noble TV and Noble Radio worldwide.
Èrò ẹ wá wo tí bàbá ṣe láyé ọmọ rẹ̀. Noble People's International na you be bàbá wọn. Ìròyà ẹ wá wo tí bàbá ṣe láyé ọmọ rẹ̀. Noble People's International, I dey know it. Noble People's International, na you be bàbá. Noble Radio, Noble TV, I dey know it. Noble People's International, na you be bàbá. Noble Radio, Noble TV, I dey know it. When I think of the past, na you be bàbá. When I think of the present, you dey gidigba. When I think of the future, you said you are my solid rock. Now you be papa, make we jolly. Noble family, by your heart aga, make you jolly.
Now wow.
Noble People's International, now you be baba. Noble Radio, Noble TV, I dey know it. Noble People's International, now you be baba. Noble Radio, Noble TV, I dey